right, what's up, guys? How's it going? Happy day. It is early today. We out. Well, that was yesterday. How was yesterday
How was
for you guys? How was your evening? Did you guys get into some crazy shit?
Well, I was with you. So
You were with me.
I didn't get to anything crazy, but I mean, we definitely had a good time yesterday. We went to a really cool car show.
Yeah, shout out to the Nocturnal Car Club,
Yeah.
Henderson chapter.
Yeah,
Shout out to our
yeah.
guys. I think they won like what, 5 trophies yesterday?
Yeah, they
Doing big
Should have
things.
won all the trophies.
They should have won all the
honestly.
trophies. Yes, to be honest with you, because I've seen
They
some
had the
cars there
flyest things.
that I was like, this don't even need to be here.
Yeah, literally they had 4 different entries, and each one was still unique, but it still flowed. Like you can tell it was going. It was all coming from the same shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
It was
they
pretty fly.
think they beat my boy on the display though. It was
Yeah.
Halloween too. Oh my god.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, but I feel like I feel like a lot of people just threw shit on their cars and was just like, hey, let's just put this together. But you know, I feel like Nocturnal Henderson chapter, they really did some good shit. They had some cool ass setups, the paint jobs, the wrap jobs, everything. Oh my god,
Hell yeah.
it was the best segment for me.
Yeah, I
It was
agree.
the best, and I'm not just being biased because those are my homies. But no,
No,
I
it
genuinely
literally
thought,
was just the best.
yeah, I mean, who has a clown car and makes it open up like that? Like,
Yeah.
that's
But
On-
even the
on
back
Halloween.
and the hood was like that too. Though.
Yeah.
It wasn't even just the freaking back thing over the truck bed.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool.
Even came with
That's dope. I'd never seen
with
nothing
human
like that
props and everything. You can't beat
Yeah.
that.
We had an angry clown. Shout out to our boy Art for saying the character
Oh,
for that
yeah.
angry clown.
He did.
All that hair movement. Man, guys, he was taking that hair and just flipping it out the way.
I mean, it was like it was there. It was very much so going to be in the way because that hair was like.
Yeah,
All right,
we
guys.
had fun.
Yeah, we had a good time. we
yeah,
had
it was a good time and some good tacos too.
Yeah, hold some bomb ass tacos.
Hey.
Shout out to Pincho's Tacos.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Oh.
Definitely
It was a-
coming back.
First time you ever had mole, right? You never
Yeah,
had
first
mole
time I had
before.
mole. I did not. I
That
looked
shit
at it
is good. I
first,
told you it was gonna be good.
and I was like, "What is pollo mole?" I was like, "Okay, this is weird, but let me try it." It was chicken.
Yeah.
I don't need anything else.
I don't see how you do
It's
it,
good.
Will. I don't see how you do it.
What?
I read those menus. I don't know no Spanish, so everything on there look like spit, disease,
Oh
germs,
my God.
nasty.
Oh
Ugh.
my
Craig.
God, Craig, you can't say
All
that.
those words on there look like something, and just I don't know what it is. It's just, I can't try new stuff.
Craig, that is the power of the internet and cell phones, because you could easily Google it real quick. You could even ask the cashier.
Yeah, so let me ask you though, Craig, what do walking, talking teddy bears eat?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Other than what you're thinking, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my
else do
God.
I
I'm
eat?
talking about food.
Yes, food, edible food that you can chew and swallow.
Yeah.
And poop out later.
Stray cats. Stray cats. Nobody loves them. Nobody misses them.
Okay.
I stay full.
Oh
Well,
boy.
That's why you don't like Mexican food.
I like Chinese.
Oh,
Oh my God.
even worse.
That's fucked up.
I was wondering why I love Chinese food.
I can't eat authentic Chinese food. I'm gonna say that. Authentic Chinese food.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against the Chinese. I like the. Is that like an American take on Chinese food? What everybody eats now, like when you eat like Panda Express.
Yeah, I guess so. I like the Chinese food in New York City where it comes in a brown paper bag and you have your styrofoam, your little
Oh, yeah.
bootleg fork on the side, some bomb ass egg rolls in a little bag that's dripping because it's all greasy. I love that shit. And I
Then
miss
the,
it.
way.
the bag turns like see through.
Yes, that's the best Chinese food.
That's the only
Shout out to
way.
Fu An on the North Conduit in New York. Shout out, yeah, I love them.
And shout out to all the stray cats out there. I'm coming for you. I'm coming.
All right, guys. So y'all know I usually do a corny joke before we really get into some shit. So I
right.
got another corny joke for today.
Give me that dad joke.
Okay. So boom. What do you give a sick lemon?
I don't know.
Craig?
Something for lemongitis.
Lemonade. Lemonade.
Oh, aid. Okay.
A-I-D.
Okay. I mean, I understood that one right off the bat.
It just wasn't funny.
It just was not good.
What in the grandma?
But I mean, it's all right. I'm pretty sure somebody like it.
Somebody granddaddy about to spit
Right.
his dentures out right now.
He is cracking up, smacking his knee and everything.
Yes. Make sure y'all tell that joke. Make sure you tell all of our jokes. All of my jokes.
So where do you get these? Is it like popsiclejokes.com?
I don't reveal my sources.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's for me to know and for you guys to just hear the jokes.
The ones that's actually funny, he get them from me. Don't tell nobody else.
Got to switch them around because, there's a lot of cursing and inappropriate
You got to
body parts in
you
them
gotta-
jokes. I got to
You got to censor.
snip and,
Yeah.
clip and edit and shit.
Otherwise, just gonna be beep and then laugh.
Oh. Craig's old ass. Well, I mean, speaking of old people and shit, let's get into the generations because
Ooh, interesting.
people only know about millennials. They only know about Gen Z. I guess Generation X, but
Right.
it goes way further back.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, if you didn't know, millennials is Generation Y, right?
yep.
Go
Generation
ahead. You're
Y.
gonna get into that. Let me
Yep.
hear you.
So actually, the first generation, which was the lost generation of 1914, those are people that were born between 1890 and 1915. So the oldest person today would be 130 years old, and the youngest person would be 105. There is somebody out in the world that is still alive that's over 105 years old.
Yeah. Some type of oldest person in the world. Somebody that's the Guinness World Championship right now, holding some type of
Yeah.
title.
You know what? I actually seen this documentary. I believe it was Netflix or Amazon. I'm not sure. One of the two. And there was this old vet, and I think he was like 111 years old. He just recently passed away like 3 years ago, but he lived to 111 years old.
Damn.
And his secret, he said he drinks his whiskey. He wakes up, drinks his whiskey, and has his cigars, and goes about. He drives his car. Well, he drove his car. He was able to go out and do things. Like, he was out
At
moving and
100 and
grooving
something years
at
old?
100 and something years old.
You see?
Wow.
That is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Honestly, we'll tell you guys what's in this glass again. If you give us some sort of sponsorship,
Give us
little
some
bit of
money. Me the money.
Because Wizzy's take it.
Because his take is going to take off, and when we take off, you're going to want to take off with us.
And you going to want us to tell you what's in
exactly.
this cup. What's
Our
the brown
viewers-
stuff we drinking.
Listen, to all of the alcoholic companies out there, our viewers, we would definitely send them your way.
And everybody knows that they love a little taste.
Exactly. Everybody like a little cocktail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Boom. All right. So let's move on to the interbellum generation. Those are people born between 1901 and 1913. So the oldest person today is 119. The youngest person is 107.
Oh.
I feel like
that's like the people from the Bible or something.
yeah, I feel like that may be one of the spirits that's
Inside of
of
Craig.
you. Then it has to be one of them.
One of
At
them.
least one of them.
Somebody got to be old as hell in there.
Somebody got to be. So moving on after that, we have the greatest generation. That was people born between 1910 and 1924. So the youngest person today is 96. The oldest person is 110 years old. There's definitely people out.
And what are they called?
Yeah.
That is the greatest generation.
The greatest. Ain't that around the time them idiots got on the Titanic or something?
Yes, that is when they got onto the Titanic.
They were not
And
the
then in the
greatest.
1920s.
It was absolutely not the greatest.
That was the beginning of the Depression, the Great Depression.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Because Jack could have fed on that door with that lady. And she,
You
Well,
hear me?
she
You
was
hear me?
not trying to do it because they was not smart. So, yeah, absolutely not.
What you said, Craig?
It was not the
It would have
greatest.
been a floating bitch on that sea before I would have been to the bottom of it. That's all I'm saying. Bitch would have been
real.
floating.
Or at least I would have had that diamond.
That Ruby Rose?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
tripping.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All of that.
You know, they're actually, I think they're making another Titanic. You know, there's actually a Titanic too.
There does not need to be nothing else rather than it. It crashed.
Yeah.
And then people died.
Never watched it.
There's
but,
no part two.
Yeah.
There's no part two.
I mean, maybe it's a different boat, but I did hear that they're rebuilding the ship and they're
Why?
making it like more modern, more
it's
sturdy.
like a tugboat now, though.
No, but they're making it into what basically a cruise of today.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they got to multiply that
It
because
needs, they said
the actual size of that boat is so small compared to today's cruise ships.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
the Disney cruise ship is like a freaking
Massive.
Titan compared to that thing.
Yeah. All right. So after the greatest generation, we have the silent generation. That was people born between 1925 and 1945. So the youngest person today is 75 years old and the oldest person is 95.
So what is this silent generation because they had silent TV movies?
Oh, maybe. I didn't think about
I
that.
think it's silent because they the ones when you walk past doing that new age stuff, they like, bastard.
Half of them can't even talk now at this point. They just be like mumbling stuff.
No, I mean you got some good
Or like-
older people out there. Like I believe Patti LaBelle is a part of the Silent Generation,
Oh,
and
okay.
she is 77 years old, I believe.
Is she?
And she looks great.
Yeah, she
okay?
looks amazing.
Her, Gladys Knight. Oh my God.
Shout out-
they all look
out
great,
to
and
little,
they
50 cent
sound
pies.
great too.
Mm-hmm.
To who? Shout out to who? What'd you say,
Them
Craig?
50 cent pies at Walmart, Patty. We
Oh
love
yeah,
you.
Oh, those patty
them
pies?
pies
We
is
love you.
fire,
Guys,
those pies are great.
I'm pretty sure that almost everybody by now has had patty pies.
Yeah,
But
and
if you haven't,
you gotta try.
stay away from pumpkin spice for Thanksgiving and get into patty pies. Sweet
Mhm.
potatoes, where it's at.
Those sweet potato pies is slamming. I heard she
Yes.
has apple pies too, and like peach cobbler.
I want to try all of it.
Mhm.
Everything.
Yeah, supposedly all her food is good though.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I bet
I'm with
it
it.
is, too.
Absolutely.
she just looked like she could do some
Right.
stuff. In the
Hell yeah!
kitchen.
Like she's gonna be. I mean, did
She
you
was be
see?
flexing.
Did you see the
sorry, I spit a little
premiere
bit.
to the their verses? With
Oh yeah,
and they were both
and they were
cooking?
both cooking meals.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was so cute.
Shoot, Patty, can I get an invite for Thanksgiving?
Please.
Shoot,
Do that for that one guy.
yeah,
Do it for me.
yeah, for real.
I'd be happy.
Well, he was over there blowing. I can't do that.
Yeah, I Let me get somewhere. All right, well, moving out of the silent generation, we have the baby boomers. Those are my grandparents. I have young
Those are my
grandparents,
parents.
guys. So they're born between 1946 and 1964. The youngest person today is 56. The oldest person is 74.
Yeah,
They went
those
through
are
some things.
definitely my parents.
They went through some things. Baby boomers, those are some strong people. They went through the civil rights movement and all of that shit.
They,
You know?
they went through all
That's
of that.
the ones that got it. When you walk past, they say, you little punks.
Yeah, they think everybody ungrateful.
Yeah. But you know what? It was Generation X that took it to the next level. People born between 1965 and
Oh, that's
1971.
because they were rebellious. That's
Yeah.
why they was starting. They was doing all
they
they was doing everything.
Burning bras and smoking weed.
Ages
Yeah.
41 to 55. Hey, Mom. You out there.
They was talking about all that freedom.
Yep. All of
Let
that freedom.
that freedom ring, boy.
Yep. Letting that freedom ring, that beautiful afro, all
Fist
of that
in the
beautiful
air.
shit.
Fist pick
Yep.
in your hair.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Generation X is also known as the baby bust generation.
Baby bust?
Yeah.
What
Not
does
really
that
sure
mean?
what that means. I don't know where it
If
came
you guys
from.
know what baby bust
Let us
means,
know.
that term, let us know in the comments. That's interesting. I'm not even going to Google that. I'm
Yeah.
going to let somebody go ahead and tell me what it means.
Yes.
And if y'all know who's starting these names, let us know too, so we can gas their ass.
For real, because I'm always curious. Like, who
why
came
did
up
you
with
come
this
up
stuff?
with these names? What is a zinnia? Okay, keep on going.
Well, Zennials is actually next.
Yeah.
1975 to 1985, ages 35 to 45. And millennials, a.k.a. Generation Y, a.k.a. Gen Next, it makes sense. You know, that's us.
Yeah.
People born between 1980 and 94. So it's the ages between 26 and 40. And listen, millennials make sense. I know why they got the name because
Yeah.
we grew up in the
In
2000s.
the new millennium, yeah.
New millennium. So that makes sense. Everything else,
But what's a
somebody makes it.
zinnia?
I can't.
That's also weird. If you guys know the answer to that,
Craig, aren't you a
you
zennial?
could tell me what that means too.
But I didn't make that shit up. I don't know what they talking about. So if you know, tap in.
Yes, tap in.
Craig, can you tell us what life was like back then? Can you set the scene for the zennials growing up? Like, how was it as a teenager for you? What decade was that when you were a teenager? It was the 90s, right?
Yeah.
He don't know.
Yeah. I drink a lot. I just did 3 lines before the show.
Oh my God. Craig.
But yeah, it was a lot of corduroy.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
corduroy.
So people just bursting into flames, starting fires with their thighs.
You'll see a guy. He just missed the bus. He trying to catch the bus. He just smoking from the bridges.
But is that a yearly thing? I mean, I don't think
Year-round corduroy?
year-round, because I can't imagine someone wearing corduroys in the summertime.
I remember my uncle had some corduroy shorts. He had corduroy shorts and he had those like Jesus sandals.
Oh, he was a real
Oh,
player.
God.
Yeah, he was a playboy. He had the pager. He was ready.
He the one
was
that got the
Playboy of the
squirt
year.
bottle when he barbecued. He
Oh,
the real deal,
yeah.
squirt bottle with a towel.
Yeah,
In the-
absolutely.
in the Jesus slippers.
In the Jesus, and he was buff as hell too.
God.
You couldn't tell him nothing.
Lord. I mean, today we have iGen, aka Generation Z, people born between 95 and 2012. So that's people between age 8 and 25. A lot of my little cousins. Shout out to all my little cousins out there.
Hi,
But,
little cousins.
Yeah,
That's these
them.
little bastards sitting around here dabbing on every damn thing.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
but you know what? I'll say this much.
They
I
are so
think that
advanced.
they are so advanced. They are like we were alive during we were growing up during the uprise of technology and the internet. They're born into it.
Yeah.
So I
Right.
mean, at like 2 years old, 3 years old. My little brother had an iPad.
Yeah, they
and
all
knew how to
do.
use
That's
it.
what kids. My niece has an iPad. She's not even one yet. She has her own iPad. She grabs it. She knows that she's about to watch, Elmo, and she's excited for it. Like that's just the thing now.
Yeah.
And they know how to use those things.
They know how to
These
use it.
bastards have the knowledge of good and evil at their fingertips.
Yeah, they
basically.
do. But I mean, what's good about it too is that a lot of them come regulated, where it's just for kids. You know what I mean? Like she can't surf the web on her iPad.
Yeah.
But she can see her
I mean,
Elmo
well, she's
videos.
not-
she can see other. You know what I mean?
She's not over 5. She's
Right.
1.
But
So I don't
even if
think
she was
could.
older, she wouldn't be able to go past what her mother is allowing her to go on.
True.
You know what I mean? And yeah, they have the parental advisory things on. I think that's all great for them to be exposed to that technology at a really young age, because then they have to know how to use that stuff. You know what I mean?
That actually brings up her generation, which I didn't know was called Gen Alpha.
Oh,
People
yeah.
born between kids born between 2013 and 2025.
Yeah.
So between 1 and 7 years old today.
Yeah, that is her generation, and they're gonna be even more advanced than the other generation, because you gotta think about it. Those little kids now, their siblings, their older siblings, are gonna be the ones that they're gonna be learning stuff from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming that people after 2025 is going to be Generation Beta.
I don't know. Probably.
I mean, when you think of beta shit, it's just a testing situation.
Yeah.
So these kids
At
about
this
to have a
point-
whole bunch of tests getting
At
thrown
this
at
point,
them.
yeah,
Yep.
it sounds it's on the right path,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely. Well, Craig, I mean, being a Zennial, what was it like in terms of racial issues at that time? Like, what did the world look like?
Back in my day, it wasn't as bad as Roots, but it wasn't as good as Jamie Foxx and Django.
What?
It was
So black people wasn't.
we were all drinking off the same water fountains and everything. We didn't
Okay.
have to sit on the dumpster in the back of the restaurant to eat.
Right.
So it wasn't horrible.
That's good. I mean, because that was like the 70s, 80s. That was a time where everyone was coming together. That was a disco era.
But the weed
So-
sucked.
And the
back then.
'90s, that's the '90s too, cause
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, that was during his year of being born. That was during the 70s. So that was big, beautiful afros, popping disco
Yeah.
music, bell bottoms.
yeah, it was just like love.
Love is love. And,
Yeah.
It was just that kind of movement.
That's great. And I kind of feel like we're kind of getting back to that in a sense in terms of like inclusion.
I think it's-
and people being together today, I think it's great.
Yeah, it's like, Will, what were you saying about what's the other generation called? That's like the nieces and nephews and the cousins that are
Oh, that's Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Yeah.
See, I think they are a lot more inclusive, and they're a lot more like understanding.
Absolutely.
They're a lot more, for them, it's like, when you say, people always say, kids can be harsh, kids are blah, blah, blah. I don't think that those kids are harsh. I just think those kids are like,
Yeah.
they're just like, they're so embracive.
Yeah.
You know what
Let
I
me
mean?
tell you a story. So my little cousin, shout out to Madison, Morgan, and Shiggy if you guys are out there.
Oh, yeah. Hi,
Yeah, so
guys.
they had a conversation with my grandmother. And I guess it was about my sexuality. Obviously, I never came out and said, "Hey guys, I'm your gay big cousin," because they're kids, so that's not an
Right.
appropriate conversation. But they had a conversation with my grandmother about it, and my grandmother told me, they were just saying how proud they are of you, and it doesn't matter about your sexual orientation. They love you to death, and that warmed my heart. As kids, and hearing that from children.
Yeah.
Saying stuff and being a lot more open-minded than a lot of older people today.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's
Yeah.
a lot more accepted, but
Yeah.
like back in my day, like people were aiming at gays and wanted to fight them and beat
Gay
them
bashing.
up. And
That was the.
these kids don't know nothing about that. It's
Yeah.
just more acceptable.
But you know what? They get that from millennials. They get that from us because we are the open-minded ones. We are
Yeah.
the people that are trying to progress and do shit.
Yeah.
Do shit for this country. With everything that's going on today, you see nothing but millennials. Obviously, some other generations out there, but you see millennials at these protests.
Yeah.
You see Gen Z. These kids are speaking up. They're having their
They
voice
can't
heard.
even vote yet, and they're still out here like,
Exactly.
speak for me, like, yes, help me,
But
'cause I
that's
have to
good.
live here still.
That's
Right.
good. I mean, I was
Straight
talking to my little brother. He knows about the president. He knows about his idiocy. Like
Yeah.
he's aware. And at 8 years old, I wasn't thinking about that shit at 8 years old. But then at
Right.
that time, I didn't have iPads.
Yeah, you
I didn't
didn't
have The
internet
luxury,
to
exactly.
tell you that what's going on, how important this stuff is,
Exactly.
stressing that. And I think that's something good with millennials. Like I know the common things that comes along with it, that and I've even seen the research and stuff that supports it. The fact that most millennials still live at home until they're 30.
Yeah.
Most millennials don't know how to buy a house. They don't know how to open a bank account.
It's hard for us.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit different for us, but you got to think about it. Most of our parents, you had a young parent, but most of our parents were like the baby boomers. So they were going through something that it was like more so work, establish yourself, build this, do that. You're gonna live live for cheap and have your house and have this XYZ. Those were things that were more important to them and was stressed. For them. You know what I mean? For us, it was just more so go to school, get good grades. Go to school, get good grades. Go to school, get good grades.
This is the problem.
And
we
that
go
was
to school, get good grades, go to college, graduate, and there's no
you don't
jobs
know what
for
to
us.
do. Yeah, you don't know what to
no
do.
jobs.
None of that shit.
Because none of that stuff is the same. Nothing's the same like what your parents was preaching. You know what I mean?
It's not the same.
So it was like they were trying to like almost in a sense cradle us or coddle us. Because they wanted to give us all the stuff that they weren't privileged to when they were being raised, because they were going through a different depressing ass decade that we didn't get to go through. You know what I mean? Because I remember the 90s being a beautiful, blissful.
The 90s was lit.
Thing.
Okay, I was still a
As
kid.
a kid.
I was a kid, but it's lit.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something about the 90s, because this is something that Zennials say all the time. They always like, oh, millennials are so fast. They're doing all of this shit. They out here twerking.
They was
doing all
fast
this
as
shit.
hell.
Listen,
They was way faster.
Them was
Zennials.
hoochie mamas.
Listen, Zennials, y'all was back there doing the Playboy parties, the girls going
Them
wild,
freak nicks.
They
was doing all types of nasty
busting it
stuff.
open for a real
on a big ass VHS camcorder.
And y'all
so you better knock it
and
off.
they wax wasn't all that back then. You see the bumps on it.
Yeah, they makeup was horrible. They had them awful wigs and crazy ass plastic weaves that they was wearing.
Yeah.
And you want to talk shit about
We're
us
nothing like that.
looking beautiful
We're nothing like that.
on the gram?
Yeah, we ain't that. I mean, yeah, there's twerking and shit, and you have a
Yeah.
couple of people that are just loose and shit. But I think for the most part, millennials are.
Are not even
We're
like
not
most
like that.
millennial women that I know, except for the ones that I was dealing when I was in high school and stuff. But most of the women that I know were like virgins until they were like 18.
Yep.
That's what they told you.
Well, I mean, they had no reason to lie to me because at this time I was already out, and I was just your gay best friend. So, girl, tell me the truth. Everybody was telling me. I mean, you know what I mean?
Izzy, they lie to themselves, man. You second in line.
I just told
Number
you
two.
that it was not, I was their gay best friend.
You
I was
everyone.
in no line.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, that's usually how it is. Like a lot of it was different for us. It was so much other things for that was coming out.
Yeah.
That was new. You know what I mean? To us, so everybody was on some different stuff.
Yeah.
It
What's
wasn't
y'all
even the
take
same.
on them saying millennials can't fight? They just shoot up everything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
a lie.
That's no, but it's sadly very true. Because there's still a lot of black on black crimes, and it's the kids. It's kids that are doing that.
I mean,
Listen,
that's true, but you got to think about it though. In the '90s, when gangs was coming up and people was doing drive-bys just as
it was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot worse.
So
back
I mean,
then.
you can't tell me that that hasn't died down. I mean, yeah, there's still a lot of black on black crime, but what was happening in the '90s was not the same as what's happening now.
Very true.
I almost understood the initiation. It's just this killing for nothing.
Yeah,
You stepped on my
true.
shoe, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
What
True.
the
I
heck?
mean, yeah, that is a little dumb. And I will say that something that I noticed with millennials, the biggest trend, and I can see it too for the kids that are following behind us, is that we're a lot more materialistic than any of our previous.
Oh yeah, for sure. We like nice shit.
Generations before us. Yeah,
I like
we
that.
definitely
I like
do
that though
like
about
shit.
them. That's making the world grow.
And the kids, yeah, it is. And these kids are like, it's cool because now the things that were almost like, oh, the straight guy talking about fashion or talking about cooking was not a cool thing.
He would have been
But
considered
now
gay back
you got
then.
now
He
you
would've been
got
a gay
these
guy.
gangsters in California making taco shops and more stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, I used to be a gangbanger, but now I'm gonna be a taco shop and make me some money. And they're trying to
but
stop,
that's progression.
Cool. Yeah,
That's progression.
And I like that type of stuff. Like that type of thing. Those things are now not being like a little box anymore.
See, that's the
now it's
thing.
more open.
That's the thing. It's progression because, I mean, realistically, who's going to want to sit there and gangbang at 40-something years old?
Yeah, looking all
He's
stupid.
selling weed on the corner
They
at
out here.
40-something years
They
old.
definitely
They
out
out
here
here.
with them
Yeah.
big-ass
I
T-shirts
know. I
on.
know 3 OGs that'll shoot this building up just for you saying that.
No. Well, don't come here and get off the street, get a job, do something productive.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
don't
real.
waste.
Like,
don't
that
waste.
shit ain't wavy. That shit ain't cool.
And also another thing, you don't want to be a statistic. You know, you don't want to be a statistic. Another black guy that just hangs out on the corner,
Right.
who's gonna have a life
I also-
expectancy of 50-something years old.
I also think that's the thing for Generation Z too. Like, they're so hell-bent on not being like what was before.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're always trying to push the envelope
Mm-hmm.
to something a little bit different. Now, I feel like when you bringing back the internet and stuff, when you talk about it, as it goes, I feel like they're gonna get better with regulating things.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see how it can get a little bit out of hand because
Of course.
things like-
that's life though.
yeah,
I love the newer
you
generations.
gotta have that experience.
Because if it wasn't
still,
for
but-
y'all, we would still be having these all-out corduroy pool parties. And I was sick of it.
Corduroy swim trunks.
I was sick of it.
How would that even dry? Like, how long would that take
Never.
to dry? You're gonna be out there, fucking sweating and wet at the same time.
your corduroys.
In your corduroys.
Still start a fire.
Well, guys, let us know what you guys think down below. Let us know what generation are you, and what is the best generation? Your take on millennials. How do you feel about us? Let us know. Make sure you guys subscribe to us so you can't say you didn't see it. Also, the first 100 subscribers will get a free shout out from your boy
from
Craig.
Craig.
And I got you.
He's gonna give that whole tagline.
I'm gonna make it
and
special.
or you can even just drop down, like, you know, what kind of little message you want him to say.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I mean, if you want him to say something, no, don't do
No?
that. Don't do
No,
that. Craig
'cause,
Craig
they
got
gonna be-
you.
They're gonna be talking
It
about.
will be a lot. Yeah,
I
people will
love
be
you
saying-
forever. No, that's not me. That's not me.
Yeah, Craig. I know.
Craig got to give you a personalized
yeah,
message. Yeah,
he ain't gonna say that. He
Nah,
gonna
you're
make
right.
some dope shit up.
You're
I'm
right.
gonna say something like, "This picture is for you. With this line that I snort, I was thinking of you. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for coming. Thank you for subscribing."
Oh my God.
Yes. Also, shout out to everybody that's been watching so far. Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
thanks,
for
guys. Thank you for the
supporting and,
support.
yes, being there. We see that the numbers are slowly
Mm-hmm.
going up, but it's gonna be going up faster. It's very good.
And oh my God, we've noticed that, Craig, you have a big. You're getting a fan base, man.
Yeah,
Ugh.
you're getting a
Yeah,
fan
you're
base.
getting a fan base. You're getting people that are showing you a lot of love.
I would have never thought that.
Any
you
of
would
them cute?
Me, I'm totally shocked.
I'm very shocked.
Any of them cute?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We got a whole
Tons
bunch
of
of
beautiful
comments and people
people.
are talking about you.
Oh, so okay, so we might have to have somebody come on the show and
Oh
talk to
my
us.
God, Craig.
Man, this is
They
gonna
can
turn
sit
into
right here.
Watch.
Well,
Craig
we're
is
not
gonna,
making no love connection.
Craig's
with you,
gonna kick
Craig.
us off, and this is gonna turn into Craig's take.
Oh
And
my
He just gonna
God.
take over the whole shit, and we're just gonna be out of luck.
Never,
He's not.
never. Yeah, my God,
He can't do that without us.
Can't do it.
He needs us.
All right, guys. Well, speaking of generations, obviously life was different in different points of the country. We have the West Coast, we have the Midwest, we have the East Coast. Shout out to the East Coast, by the way.
Shout out to the West.
Yeah,
And
but
the Midwest in the house.
Midwest, yep. Kansas City, we got California in the house. We got New York City in the house, repping Queens all day. But you guys let me know, like, how was it? Izzy, how was it for you growing up on the West Coast?
It was
What was that
cool.
like?
It was really cool. Really chill. I grew up in the suburbs, so it was really nice. I guess for coming from like the East Coast, most people would say like it was like a movie show, like like what is
It was like a movie. Yeah.
like the set. I guess what people are always compared to, but yeah, it was cool. It was a normal
Nigga came outside
suburb,
to 90210.
you know. It was nice. I enjoyed being raised out here in California. The only thing that I can say though that I missed is that because I was like in a suburb and I was not in an inner city, and we were a little bit outside. We were like Inland Empire. Rialto was nice in the 90s, but it just wasn't like a big city. So I didn't get like the hustle and bustle, trains and all that good stuff.
So you had a
Not
boring
until
childhood.
no, it was fun. I got tons
He
of
had
parks.
a safe childhood. Will.
Yeah, it was a very.
It was safe.
It was a
Got
very
to play
safe
on
childhood.
scooters with Timmy and them up the block.
Yeah, I had all my friends. You know, it was
You
nice.
couldn't turn the block. You just had to go up and come back down.
Exactly.
The ladies came.
Got the cul-de-sacs.
The ladies would come and bring like treats and stuff to welcome us to the neighborhood when we
Craig.
first moved. It was cool.
I just want to say real quick, because cul-de-sac could easily turn his mind into something
A
else?
cul-de-sac?
I instantly
Oh
thought of.
my god!
See,
I instantly thought of balls on
See,
ice.
That's exactly why I said what I said.
I did not live in a cul-de-sac though. I didn't live in a cul-de-sac. We lived on a regular street that had an exit and entrance. So
What about for you, Craig? What was it like growing up in the Midwest?
It was horrible.
Why?
Dark nights.
Like
dark
you mean?
days.
Do you mean as in like no
no
street
lights.
lights?
No nothing, man. We didn't have a lot of nothing.
Oh damn!
We couldn't even have the carnival come through town because these fools were shooting up everything.
Damn.
So the clowns were shooting up.
I mean,
things
don't
too?
get me wrong. We made the most of it, so it was fun because we made the most of what we had to work with.
Right.
But we didn't have a lot of opportunity, and our schools would lean on me, and it was horrible.
Damn.
So I have to ask. I mean, in the Midwest, I know there's a lot of tornadoes and shit that happens out there. Have you ever experienced that?
No, like the part I'm from is more the city, so they got a lot more hills, and the tornadoes can't pick up traction like that.
Okay.
The tornadoes, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. The tornadoes hit Kansas City, Kansas, more straight farmland.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's honestly something that I have on my bucket list. I want to
never
see
knew-
it.
A tornado?
I would love to see a tornado.
I've seen a tornado when I was
Ever
in
since
the
I was a
valley.
kid, I've been infatuated.
Just
with
watch
them.
it on TV, Will. Just watch it on TV.
Yeah, 'cause this is
Might be
not,
the last
it's
thing you
not
see.
cool, of course, up close.
When I was in 4th grade, I made me and my grandfather, we built like a little tornado set for my science project, and I won first
that's
place.
cool.
Shout out to my grandpa because you be doing things.
Yeah, let's say
yeah.
you're lucky as hell. Your grandfather was
Yep.
freaking overhead of construction for all of Bloomingdale's and
Yep.
some more luxurious
Yes,
stuff.
he
like
was.
he's a legit carpenter. Like,
Yes, he was. So if you guys
Jesus'
ever go
friend.
to Bloomingdale's on 5th Avenue and you see all of that beautiful shit that's up, my grandpa did.
Yeah, he's very
he
talented.
did that.
That's what's up.
Super talented. Built the whole house that you guys were raised in.
Yes, and if you guys ever need anything
So,
built or
you kidding me?
remodeled, let me know, and I can see if I can get him.
And
to
it looks,
hook you up.
it's beautiful. It doesn't like you to come in. You're like, your grandpa built this. What the hell?
John Thomas, you got some
Yeah.
hands, bud.
That's dope.
But you know, for me on the East Coast, I loved growing up on the East Coast. We had bodegas. We could go get some Wise potato chips for 25 cents, a bacon, egg, and cheese with salt and pepper on the roll with some ketchup. Come on, we had all the cool shit. MTA, beef patties, and with the beef patties, I'm talking about the beef patties. I was in a brown paper bag, and it was oily and wet, so you just knew that it was good because of
With
that.
that cheese on it.
Good stuff.
Oh my
Going to Jamaica Avenue, chilling. Just going to Jamaica Avenue, just period. That was a thing to do, just to
Yeah.
go hang out on the Ave.
But see, that's the thing. For you, it was like that's like a mini LA. Not mini. I'm sorry, not mini
No.
LA. That's like a LA on crack.
Mm-mm.
That's what it's
God,
like.
hey,
That's
it's
what.
two,
hate to
it's
see
two
that.
completely different
No,
worlds.
I feel like it's a LA on crack because it's more people. It's still big city, but it's a bigger city. It's more people. It's more public transportation.
Yeah.
So it's like it's the same kind of like hustle and bustle. It's just more. It's like amplified.
You don't need a car.
So for us, you know what I mean? Being the fact that I was in a suburb and I was out, I wasn't close to LA and it was nothing like that. You guys had a different kind of, you know what I mean? Like I feel like if I was born and raised in LA, maybe I would understand a little bit more of how you were raised, but I wasn't. I was born.
I don't think you
in a
would.
more
It would have.
rural
It's
suburb.
two different lifestyles because I lived in LA for a little
Yeah,
bit.
but you didn't live in LA,
Yeah,
LA.
but-
You lived in South Bay.
It don't
You
matter.
lived by the water. No, it
I
doesn't
worked
matter.
in LA.
It's not the
Izzy,
same.
It doesn't
matters.
matter.
It matters. It's
I
not
worked,
the same.
I worked in downtown LA, which is, I guess, what people would consider to be Manhattan-ish.
Yeah, but you didn't live.
Can I finish? So I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, living there, driving through it, working in it, it's different. I mean, I worked in Manhattan. I didn't live in Manhattan, but I worked in Manhattan and I worked in downtown LA. It's completely different to me. It looks different. First of all, I feel like the only thing that I could say that's the same is the amount of homeless people that are out there. But you know, other than that, it's a completely different world. Walking in downtown LA, I feel like I'm walking in a movie set or some shit.
What year was that?
This was last year in 2019.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the difference. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's the difference with you being raised in LA and being able to take public transportation. Like, imagine you living in Long Beach, where there's everything is on the blocks and all these big buildings, and they're combined with apartments, just like how it is in Manhattan. But you don't have that experience because you've never lived on Long Beach. You know what I mean? You've never lived in Crenshaw and Compton. You never lived in those areas, so you don't know how it is to walk around like city life in LA. Do you know what I mean?
But we're talking about New York.
pushed out. That's what I'm saying. But
we're talking about New York City now.
Because you were saying like it's completely different.
It is different.
It's different, but I'm just saying like
y'all have
I
palm
feel like
trees.
it would be more.
We don't have the luxury of having palm
connection, if
trees
you will.
anywhere in New York State. There's no place in New York
Yeah,
State
but
you
you
can
guys
have
still
palm
have
tree.
all those other beautiful things.
Yeah, we have a lot of beautiful shit. We have a beautiful ass Central Park. We have the 5 boroughs: Brooklyn,
Those
Queens.
are not trees
Shout
you
out
can
to
see
Queens.
everywhere.
We have Staten Island. We have the Bronx, which nobody goes to.
No, there's a lot of people from the Bronx.
Yeah, but we're afraid of those people from the Bronx.
Damn.
It's a little intimidating, but
Yeah.
I mean, I've never really been, so I can't even really talk about
I
it.
tell you this much, man. Growing up in the East Coast, I feel like it really pushed me into life because like you have to grow up a lot faster there because you're exposed to a lot of shit sooner. Like we were taking the bus, public transportation at 7, 8 years old, figuring out life, figuring out how to get around because you got to do that shit. I mean, everyone doesn't drive out there. We have MTA, and if it's snowing and the buses and the trains are running, you taking your ass to school. You taking your ass to work. Was it like that in the Midwest?
It was. We didn't have trains and all that though, but yeah.
That snow.
If they was open, and it wasn't even the city, it was your mama. If they was open, you was going.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah. That's how it is there. How it is
Wow.
there. But you know what? It raised me to be a very strong person because in New York, you have to have tough skin.
Yeah.
You can't be soft
absolutely.
out there. You gotta, walk around with your chest out a little bit because we're just a naturally aggressive people, and I think that's why a lot of people don't like us. But I mean, we're cool as shit. Come on.
Anybody that wear
Come on,
boots in
guys.
the summertime, you know they aggressive person.
No, that's people in LA. People in LA that wear shorts and Uggs in the summertime with a scarf wrapped around. I don't understand that shit.
That was in the early 2000s. It's not even a thing no more. So they trying to
Whatever.
call us out like that.
The fact that it was a thing.
That was a
crazy.
trend. You got to think about it. LA is very trendy. That's something that
Yeah, it
that's
is.
something that I've noticed. That's a big difference between California and New York. LA is a very trendy place. I mean, I understand why people think that everybody's so fake, blah blah blah, because it's the facade that gets put
Yeah.
on is what you think. Like, oh, this can't be real, but that's how a lot of those people really just are like that. Do you know what I mean? But then in New York, you have these people that have this like tough exterior.
Get out the way. If you walking in the way, and I'm
and
trying to get to work, get out the way.
the way that they
Watch out, B.
they hold on to shit. Like I was out there. This is just a few years ago. We was out there. I still saw people with baby fat on the back of their jackets, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
See, those are the people from the Bronx.
But I mean, that's just how people. I feel like people in New York, like once they like something, they could cling on to those trends or the whatever, and they can just like hold on to it forever, and it'll still be socially acceptable.
Until you get to like Soho and the
Yeah.
village area where you have like a lot more
Because-
eclectic and artistic people, whole bunch of cool ass different fashions and shit, you know?
Yeah. But still, yeah, some of those people still go against the grain and don't really follow trends. It'll be some different stuff that they're on.
The Cali trend could change
but-
before noon today.
Exactly. In
Yeah, it's
California,
very
it's
fast.
a trend. Like it's okay, this is here today. It's gonna be gone
Gone
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
and then we're doing some next things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how it is. So it's a little bit progressive when it comes to that, but I don't think as far as like it being like a big hub city and the movement is nothing like compared to
Yeah.
what New York is. New York is a different entity
Yeah.
when it comes to the way. That's why I said to me it's like an LA on steroids, like or crack or something. Like it's amplified
I
because
still
it's
disagree.
a lot more motion
Yeah.
and it's a lot more. It's just so progressive. Do you know what I mean?
Well-
As far as the people, the way it looks, hell no. Because I'll be walking through those buildings, and I'll be scared as hell. The scaffolding, the shit is old. Everything look old as fuck. I'm like,
It's classic.
can they? I need this to
classic.
be repaired.
That is that's the beauty of New York City. We have classic shit.
I
We
like
have
new
shit.
shit.
I think
We
Will.
have
I
shit.
think Will just love New York.
I
He
love
does,
New
he
York.
does.
Nigga
I
just
love
smoking
New
crack
York.
every
I
day,
just
B.
like new shit.
To be honest, I don't know
Because
if
I
I
can't
would.
with them
I don't know if I would
old-ass
move
buildings.
back to New York. Because I spent my entire life there. I don't know if I would move back because I really enjoy being on the West. I love the palm. It's something about the palm trees, man.
Right.
That's
They make
because
me
you
feel
like
so
to
good.
vacation.
I like to vacation.
People in New York too. That's a big deal. Vacation
And that's the thing.
is a big
We
deal.
vacation every year. We used to always go to Florida, to California,
vacation,
wherever.
vacation.
But it's them palm trees. They're just so calming and beautiful. I mean, come on.
People vacation from California. They vacation in New York, and then they come back home. They don't want to like. A lot of people don't really. I mean, I do know a lot of people that settled down and lived and want to move out there, but I know most people that I hear that are like from LA and from California, they always come back and they're like, I do not like New York.
Well, because people don't give it a chance. That's what
Yeah.
it is. You can't just go there and
It's-
expect you to
it's-
see shit that you see in the movies. And, like,
Yeah.
it's not like that.
Well,
It's-
people expect to come out here and get shot up. They think all kinds of crazy stuff.
No, I never
When
thought
I
that.
when I went to New York, people was like, "Oh, so I mean, they got gangbangers out there."
I mean, you know
They
why?
got blah, blah, blah.
Because that's what most
They
of the
do
movies show.
drive-bys.
That's what all of the movies.
like,
that's
what the
what
hell?
all West Coast movies show. When you watch a West Coast movie, especially
In
the
the
movies,
90s?
but especially that's what people are
That's an
talking about.
old movie.
That's what we see. As like today, I mean, you don't see. I mean, you'll see a lot of movies that are based in the West Coast, but you don't really get the feel. You get the feel when you see people in South Side or South Central and gangbangers, and that's what we think when we think of West Coast.
I guess.
That's the
I
same
mean,
thing with,
gangsta
with
rap.
the East Coast.
Yeah,
That's. I mean,
I
that's
thought
kind of
everybody
true.
was like money making Mitch out there.
yeah, right.
Hell no.
I mean, my
But I
parents
mean,
are.
When
but-
I came out there, when I did come out there the first time though, this is like, I don't know how old I was. I think it was like 14 or something. When I went out there the first time, I definitely thought when I heard Harlem, I was like, damn, about to be gangbangers everywhere
Nah.
and driving old cool ass cars and having guns out the window and mobsters and shit. Because that's what I saw in the movie, so I
Yeah.
didn't know. And then we went out there, I was like, oh, it's just a bunch of crackheads.
Damn.
I was like,
Damn,
oh, okay.
damn.
But I mean, as you keep on going though into Harlem, it gets a lot more nicer.
It gets
and
nicer.
It gets really nice, actually.
Yeah, Harlem is a beautiful place.
I mean, once you pass them projects, when you pass them projects, it is beautiful.
But you know what? I can honestly say
Even the projects are pretty to look at when you're on the
Yeah.
freeway
I can
What?
honestly
or the
say
highway. Yeah, they
that-
look nice.
I can honestly say that I believe in my heart that the East Coast has the better rappers. We have the better singers. I feel like music is better on the East Coast, personally.
I think
I don't know.
everybody makes everybody stronger and better.
True, but
Like
remember,
the East Coast and West Coast went at it for a while there.
Yeah, I remember that.
and
beef.
I think they were just sharpening each other's skills.
yeah, true. But you know
it's just
what?
different styles of music, though.
But you know what I can say? I mean, with living in LA and listening to LA radio, first of all, the radio sucks in California. I think it's just hard. It plays a whole bunch of old shit. But then the new shit that I hear and the kids that are rapping today, they're not talking about anything. They're talking about nothing.
Right.
I mean, is this music or is what is it?
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna take away from what the kids have going on now, because you think about the music that was popping to us when we were in high school in the early 2000s. That music was awful.
No, see, I like neo soul and
No,
Jay-Z.
I just told you the
Nas.
music that was popping. I'm talking about
That was-
and a little bit before that. That you forget, you skipping over Juvenile.
Oh.
You skipping over all that when they here, huh?
wait.
But he's not from the
I
East
mean,
Coast.
no, he's not from the East. I'm just saying,
Nah.
you got to remember that music was popular. That was our stuff. People before that was like, this is what these kids listening to is crazy.
So let me
You
ask you
know
a
what I
question,
mean?
Izzy.
It's just music evolves, it changes.
So let me ask you a question.
It's trendy.
Between the East Coast, the Midwest, and the West Coast, who has the best rappers?
Well, I cannot speak on that.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't
It
because
absolutely
used to
can.
be
I
East
can't
Coast.
speak on that because for
It is
me,
East Coast.
I'm
It will
going to
always
be
be.
biased.
East Coast used to be lyrics.
I'm going to be I'm going to be biased because I like Snoop. I like Snoop. I like Warren G. I like Mac 10. Do you know what I mean? I love me some E40. I love me some
West Coast are good
yeah, I just
storytellers.
I'll say
East
that.
Coast are lyricists,
Do you
but
know what I
West
mean?
Coast tell
But you know
the
what?
best stories.
And also, West Coast has feel good music. That's the kind of
Yeah,
music
I
you
like
want to
that
lift
kind
your
of
top back.
music, you
want to
know?
put your top back
And
and just
cruise.
blast and just cruise on
Yeah.
the freeway.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck around and turn on some Michelle A. I'm singing at the top of my motherfucking lungs in the car. Like I still like LA music. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. So I'm gonna be biased because that's what I heard. That's what was around me. That's what I was exposed to.
Yeah.
I love me some Tupac. You know, so that's
Tupac
just
is
what,
technically from the East Coast.
Yeah, but
let's be
he-
technical about it.
But he got turned
It
down
only
West.
matters.
He got turned out.
It
But
would only matters if
his
he claimed
blood,
it and he didn't claim it.
He
So,
was born on the East Coast, so we kind of got him.
not really.
We kind of got him.
So I mean, I got Shine then, because Shine's from Belize, and he's from New York. He's a New York rapper. I
We're talking
guess.
about the United States. We're not talking about the world. Okay.
whatever.
But you know what? I will say the Midwest have some heavy hitters.
Belize.
Chance the Rapper, Kanye West, even though he went off the rail. But Chance, that's my guy.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
my guy.
because you're lumping in rappers that are not even from New York, though.
No, I'm talking about the Midwest.
Hey, but like I told
So
you
then
a
that
minute
means
ago,
I need to claim rappers from
Izzy, that
Washington.
was that was the point. Izzy, that was the point of the West Coast East Coast rapper debate.
No, but there's
yeah.
a lot of talented people in the Midwest, man.
Absolutely.
But like I said
Yeah,
about
there
Kansas
is.
City earlier, there's
got
not a
that.
lot of opportunities, man. Like, there's not a lot of opportunities. And like I said, also because people act a fool when things do come to town, that kind of draws people away. So all that talent is just getting flushed right now.
But you know
That's
what?
true.
Shout out to my homeboy LP because he's from the Midwest, and this dude is one of the most talented dudes I've ever fucking met. Like
Yeah.
ever. His lyrics, he's a rapper, guys. He's a rapper.
Yeah, he's a good rapper.
He even makes fucking
Very,
ventriloquist
talented.
dolls and
Yeah.
puppets and shit. And I've never met anyone that does that kind of stuff.
Right.
He does voiceovers. Like, this dude is talented.
I mean, well, you know, they
Look
will
out for his music,
definitely
guys. So
shameless
look up
plug
Easy.
because
Yes.
LPZ is going to be having his show pretty
Yes,
soon too.
make sure
on,
you guys check that
on
out.
PPN.
He
So
does,
you guys
he
got to
does
get into that.
ventriloquist puppets and all that.
He does
Yeah.
all of that. So maybe we could have him build you a woman.
Oh, I might want some work done too.
Oh,
You trying to get some plastic surgery?
I don't want no boob job or nothing.
You just want your ligaments to match, huh?
Yeah, I want a goatee and
All right.
and I want a
Okay.
dick. I want a dick, y'all. I want a dick.
Okay.
All right, we'll see
I
what
think
we'll
that's
see
a
what happens.
reasonable request.
I mean, listen, the more you guys watch, the more you guys subscribe, we can start making money and we could get him some plastic surgery.
yeah, subscribe. I mean, you guys don't have to necessarily give us no money. If you'd like, that would be great.
Do
but
the sad face, y'all.
definitely.
Do the sad face, y'all.
For 85 cents a day.
If you want this bear to have a dick, send 85 cents a week. Just look at him.
Look at him.
Now look down.
He's dickless.
But he does have on pants today.
Yeah, he does have on pants.
He got
today.
on pants today.
So it's a few steps up from where we started.
Absolutely. Well, guys, let us know what you think down below. Comment East Coast versus West Coast. What coast are you from? Who has the better music?
Yeah.
What is the better?
Let
Like-
me, I want to hear from somebody up north. Not the Northeast, not the Northwest, just somebody up north.
I mean, I'm from up north, Northeast.
No, I just said not the Northeast, not the Northwest. Just somebody from up north.
You mean
So
like
you want Canada?
Yeah.
Drake?
No,
Drake, where you at?
that's part of the Americas. Is Canada part of the Americas? I just didn't know.
Yeah, it's North
They
America.
might as well be. The motherfuckers
Oh,
always over
the
here.
Great
We're
White
in North
North.
America, no?
Yeah, and so is Canada.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you're gonna need to go back to.
Maybe I do need to take a
Yo,
little dip
take
into my
another-
geography book.
Also, guys, again, the first 100 subscribers gets a shout out from Craig,
Yeah.
and I know you guys are
Shout
gonna
out from
want
Craig.
that.
And he's going to personalize that.
And
So,
I'm gonna do it.
you're not going to get you just a little hey from Craig. That's it. You're going to get you a something.
I'm talking about Captain Morgan stance with my pants back off. With my pants off.
Hands off.
Also, guys, if you guys want a podcast, a professional podcast, something beautifully set, just like this beautiful
Yeah.
set.
Not you with just your phone in your living room
Yeah.
talking nonsense
No,
with
no.
bad sound.
But if you want some good professional shit, hit us up. Hit us up. If you want to be on the PPN, the Podcast Production Network, hit us up. We can make some shit happen for you.
You can be legit.
Yes.
You can have all of this.
Yeah, all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Except for these beautiful faces.
Yeah, and this guy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because-
what Izzy said a minute ago? Don't be the Wizzy's take on crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you
Holler at
can't.
us.
Because you can't.
All right, guys. Well, speaking of East Coast, West Coast music and Midwest music, I have a good question for the both of you guys.
Okay.
Who would y'all want to see in the next Versus battle?
Ooh, the next
Wait,
versus
so
battle?
before we get into it, for those who don't know, the Versus battle, Timbaland and Swiss Beats,
Mm-hmm.
they decided to put some shit together and have artists that are kind of on the same level go against each other. So we've been seeing so many great shit. Brandy versus Monica,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Patti LaBelle versus Gladys Knight, Alicia Keys versus John Legend.
Yep.
Who would you? Let's start off with Craig. Craig, who would you want to see in a Versus battle?
Just this goes for anybody.
Anybody,
Anybody. Any genre.
but they have to be on the same kind of caliber.
You have to be the same, the same,
Yeah.
same field.
Man, I might need a minute. Come back to me.
Okay.
Izzy, who you thinking?
I would love to see J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, that would be great.
I would love
That
to
would
see
be
that.
That
I
would
would
everything.
that music would be so good. I'd just be happy to hear
It
it.
would be. Kendrick gonna kill that poor boy, but that would be good. It would be good to watch.
I absolutely think Kendrick will take that one.
We'll take J. Cole. So
Yeah.
who should I put Kendrick Lamar against then? If
No,
J. Cole's
I
not
think
in
that's
his-
great. I think that's
you
a
think
great,
it's a great
yeah, it's a
matchup?
great matchup.
Yeah, it
I
but
want it to be a great I want it to be a real good ding ding. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
but
Fight on.
I do think that Kendrick Lamar takes it. He takes the cake.
Yeah, I mean, I just love me some Kendrick Lamar. regardless, but
Who can swing with Drake right now?
Ooh, with Drake? Oh, damn.
somebody else that looked a simp on their music.
Maybe, I mean, I guess Drake could probably go against maybe like a Bryson Tiller, maybe.
Bryson Tiller.
I mean, it kind of give me like the same kind of vibes.
No,
almost.
I mean everybody sounds like Drake after Drake. So
I mean, that's true.
would like to hear somebody that came out when he came out. Maybe that's on the same like ball game. I don't know.
Oh, I know. I know.
Big Sean,
Lil Wayne.
Lil
Against
Wayne.
I think I would want to
Against
see
Drake?
Nicki Minaj against Lil Wayne, if anything.
Lil Wayne and Drake will be all gloves off. That will be hot to watch.
What about Lil Wayne and Young Thug? Because I
Wow.
mean they sound exactly alike damn near sometimes. So I would love to hear that comes because Young Thug is basically a Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Young
just a
Thug
newer
Young
version.
Thug is hard.
But you got to think about
So-
like the amount of hits. I mean, Lil Wayne's been out for a longer amount
Yeah,
of time.
I mean he has a bigger.
So I don't think that would be a fair versus.
But no, I don't know because Young Thug has a really big. He's very successful.
But he's not as big
I
as
don't
Lil
think it'd
Wayne.
be fair for nobody to go up against Wayne. Wayne is a monster.
He's
He is
that
a
pen game.
monster.
Yeah. He's out of this world. And speaking of amazing pen games, I would love to see Nicki Minaj against Eminem. I think that would be great.
That's a very tricky.
Why do you want him to kill her? Why? Why do you?
Well, you know
That's
they
a very tricky.
they
thing.
have good chemistry. Every time they do a song together, it's always lit. But you know what it is for me? For me, it's their wit, it's their pen game.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj is somebody that's witty and that's gonna be funny while they're doing their raps because that's the kind of rapper she is. She's like she's really
Kinda
fun.
untouchable.
Her punchlines are so funny. You know what I mean?
Kind of
They're so-
untouchable. I don't think
and she's
that
so witty.
he would.
I don't
He would
think we
fucking
could-
kill her though, man.
You think so?
Her ass cheeks looks like mom's spaghetti. Like that, he would kill her. That.
Hey, listen, did Eminem just walk through the door or something?
Yeah, for real.
Damn, Craig, you possessed with Eminem's spirit too?
I just found out Nicki has more dick than I do.
No.
Damn, no.
I love Nicki Minaj, okay? We from the same place. That's my girl.
Yeah, I like
That's
Nicki
my girl.
Minaj too. I fucks with Nicki Minaj. No,
Yeah,
honestly,
but you know Eminem got a way of saying some
He
shit.
does.
he does.
He's
He's
but-
very
like, damn,
witty.
is that motherfucker like that for real? He rhymed
See,
it so good.
But
You
that,
like-
but what's good about the versus battle? That it's not them like freestyling or going
It's
after
their
each
it's
other.
their old songs.
It would then be songs.
Their
The
top
playing their
songs.
hits. You know what I
Right.
mean? So because to me, Nicki Minaj is not only a contender in genre for rap genre, she has a lot of big pop songs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So for that reason, I don't think that it would make sense for her to go against somebody like Eminem.
So maybe her and
She
Doja
would know
Cat.
to go against somebody. Yeah, but Doja Cat needs to have
She
more
gotta have
music.
more music out.
I'm starting to have a lot more
know what I
respect
mean?
for Cardi B, man. I didn't like her little hot Cheeto eating ass when I first seen her.
See, this is the thing
Cardi
with,
B and Nicki Minaj is not gonna be a good. That's a
no,
flop
that would be a horrible.
because
That'll be a
it's
horrible
that is
versus.
just that's a sliding versus battle. That'll be
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
I mean,
It's
it's the
not-
thing, you know,
think
like
so?
Yeah,
like I
'cause
said,
I
it's
don't
not-
know. Cardi been
Cardi B's-
climbing. Somebody showed me something the other day. Cardi coming, man. She,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
she's
that's
not gonna go home.
this
easy.
is-
she's doing that from singles. That's
This
like a
is-
single.
Yeah.
That's
No.
that's from one album.
I will say,
That's from
I will
features.
Izzy, I will say that Invasion of Privacy, I thought that was a good album.
As I said, that's one album.
that was a good album. But
it's from features
this
and it's
is-
from I'm sorry not to cut you off, but it's from one album. It's from features and it's from other people writing her music. So if
That's the thing.
if you want to put Nicki Minaj against somebody, I feel like you're gonna have to put her against somebody that is not only somebody just gonna deliver somebody else's rhymes.
That was never an option.
It's gonna be somebody that's gonna be a
Wait,
legit.
so somebody's writing Cardi B shit.
yeah, she
she's
got
not-
the Migos writing her shit,
I
man.
mean, and don't get me wrong, she's
So
talented.
she couldn't write her shit if she wanted
I'm
to.
sure that she
Nah, I don't
did
think
in the
so.
beginning,
Maybe it
like in
just
the very
wasn't
beginning.
sticking, yeah.
But I don't think that it stuck. I think that what
she
got
was
her
doing
there
that cheap dress
was
song.
was her connection with the Migos and then putting her on the map and blowing her up. Honestly, I love her hustle.
Yeah,
I respect her hustle. I am not a fan of her as a rapper. I mean, I did like the Invasion of Privacy because it was something new to hear. But as a rapper, nah.
But she got a big
I'm not a
lane
fan of
because
her.
all her fans are the bitches that eat hot chips all day,
Oh my god.
boil hot dogs, and don't be watching the kids good.
No, that's the City Girls fans.
Oh, shout out to the City Girl. I'm a City boy, okay? I'm with the City Girls. I
I
love
like
them.
the City Girls
I think
too. I like their
I
first
think
album
Meg Thee
a
Stallion
lot.
is overrated.
What? What?
I know I'm the only person that's gonna say that ever.
Yeah, you absolutely are.
Because I
Greg.
like Meg Thee
I gotta
Stallion.
put you on some Meg music.
I'm not saying I wouldn't hit that or nothing, but
I just like her flow because it just sounds so swaggy and like pimped out. You know what I mean?
Eventually, I can
And I like-
definitely
I like
see.
that
I can
about
definitely
her.
see Megan Thee Stallion versus Flo Milli. Eventually,
Ooh.
what Flo Millie sing?
I don't think you know any of her music. She's very, very, very new. Very up and coming, but she's dope. She's dope. She has a good pen game, and I think that her and Meg I think they could be contenders against each other. Or even if we want to do it, we can do Meg Thee Stallion against maybe Miss Mulatto, maybe Doja Cat, maybe because they're all in the same kind of on the come up right now. Who knows?
Guess.
Who knows?
I guess, yeah, but
I don't know why you don't like. Ooh,
I have no problem with young M.A. I
She
like
be spit,
I
she
like
got
young M.A.
bars.
because she do got bars.
she got bars.
And I respect the fact that she is a lesbian rapper.
Yeah.
And she's out and she's not
Mhm.
like making up shit or trying to rap about men just so she can get a buzz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Staying true to herself.
She is who she is and she delivers. I respect everything young M.A. does, and I like her music, but I just don't think that she is big enough.
She's kind of
know what
like
I mean?
a
you think she needs
couple
some,
of hit
some
wonders.
techno songs or something?
No, not even no
Not
techno
techno
songs.
game.
I just think she needs maybe a little variety in her producers
Yeah.
to give her a different,
Give her a
little bit
different
of-
sound.
a different sound, to
Yeah.
give her a
Makes
little bit of
sense.
something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I fucks with Young M.A. I like her a lot, and I support the fact that she's not hiding who she is. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I like that even more.
Yeah.
Same thing about
absolutely.
with what's her name from the internet.
Oh, Sid.
Sid, I love Sid. That her music is fucking amazing. But
Yes.
I mean, it's a little bit of a different genre,
Guys,
but it's still
make sure
really
you
good.
check her out.
Good
Sid
music.
from the internet. That's the name of the group, the internet, and then Sid is a separate artist, but she's a
like
part of
she's
that
the
group.
lead singer.
Yeah, she's a lesbian artist.
I want to say,
Beautiful falsetto, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful voice.
and she has it's like a little bit of a rap, but a little bit of I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
she has some
though.
good music. She has some real good music. She has that music that you just want to chill, kind of
Mhm.
like on Janae Aiko vibes almost.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good like Zen
She's dope.
vibe.
She's dope. Well, guys, let us know who would you want to see in the next versus battle. Let us know. Comment down below. But before you comment, subscribe. So
Yeah.
you can't say you didn't see it.
Please subscribe, guys.
And also, if you are part of that first
to
100,
Wizzy's Take.
if you are part of that first 100 subscriptions, Craig gonna shout you out. I know you want that.
Big shout out.
Big
moves.
shout out. Big shout out.
Money moves.
All right, guys, let's get into some cartoons. I love cartoons.
I love cartoons.
Ever since a kid, I love cartoons. Unfortunately, I never got the opportunity to sit in the house on Saturday mornings and watch it because I had to do either basketball or tennis or karate or shit. But as an adult, I love cartoons. And Family Guy, for me, is the best
The best.
of the best.
It is.
Of the best.
Okay.
Of the best. I mean, granted, they got a little inspiration from The Simpsons, but Family Guy is where it's at.
I was just gonna bring that up, but what about The Simpsons though?
The Simpsons, I've never really watched The Simpsons like that. I've only ever seen things about The Simpsons in terms of the conspiracy theories, which are absolutely true. They got some fucking mind readers and future tellers on that
Write it
show.
on that show.
Some-
huh?
yeah.
because that's crazy.
But it's not just. It goes all the way back to Looney Tunes. They hide a lot of shit in plain sight with cartoons.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I like cartoons.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I used to love me some Looney Tunes too when I was a kid.
Yeah, like a lot of
Even
the,
as an adult, I watch Looney Tunes. It's funny.
yeah, a lot of the Disney stuff, like watching it as an adult, you see a lot of shit that's not for kids.
Oh, yeah.
on those things. A whole bunch of
yeah,
like
the whole sex thing in the
yeah,
air with the
Harry
Aladdin.
Potter, all
Or
that stuff.
Or Simba and
Nyla,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
what were they doing?
You didn't see the part where she sighed and blew the dust and it said sex spelled out sex.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's spelled out sex,
I
though.
remember seeing that. I remember seeing that. Little did you know. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever paid attention to it, but you guys ever watch Hey Arnold?
Mm-hmm.
And the grandpa, his head is actually shaped like a penis.
Oh my
It
god.
actually is. I don't think anyone's
But-
ever noticed that.
But are those things like done on a purpose, or do you think it was just like a coincidence?
I think
that
it's
that's what
for-
it came out
I
looking
think
like.
it's on purpose.
I think that's why it's a family show, because you have the content for the kids, but they put subliminal shit in there for the parents and for the adults.
Right. They
that
make
watch
the,
it.
They
That's
make the
SpongeBob.
they make it to where the person that's paying the bills would want to watch it too.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like that's what they did with SpongeBob, because SpongeBob had like a lot of funny jokes that were like way over a child's head.
Well, speaking of SpongeBob, I actually have a conspiracy about SpongeBob that I actually looked up. So it's believed that Bikini Bottom is beneath an island called Bikini Atoll, where where in actual history, the U.S. detonated 23 nuclear bombs during the Cold War, and that was a result of SpongeBob and his friends. That's why they exist now. That's the theory on that.
Wow.
Yep.
But
that
even with the name you just said, it's subliminal. Bikini Bottom. That's
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For what
Damn,
reasons,
I didn't
Craig?
even think about that.
Because it's subliminal.
Bikini Bottom.
But for what reasons?
Bikini.
because
on the
they
bottom.
just nasty.
You thinking of something else, and he's on a different level.
No, Bikini Bottom. I guarantee you that's what they were thinking.
See, okay, bikini. Yeah, like a
Bikini
bikini on the
ass.
bottom, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay,
A
that's what I was
bikini
thinking when he said that.
ass.
He is thinking of a woman in a bikini
Yeah.
underneath him.
With the bottom.
I was thinking of her bottom.
See?
Yeah.
like her. Okay.
I was thinking from the back, Will. From the back.
Right, bikini, and
Boy.
then she got the bikini on the bottom. Okay.
Well, have you guys ever heard of the Rugrats conspiracy theory?
No, what's that one?
All
Oh,
right.
I have, but let
So-
the people know.
Allegedly, all of the kids in the Rugrats are dead except for Angelica and Dill.
Dang.
So, the Tommy, Chucky, Phil, and Lil, they're all a figment of Angelica's imagination. So it comes to find out that Chucky died in childbirth with his mother. Tommy was a stillborn, which is why his dad is always making toys, because he's making toys for the son he didn't have. Phil and Lil were actually one child of an unknown gender that was aborted by their parents because they couldn't make up a decision on what they wanted.
What they wanted. Yeah.
hmm So I mean, it explains a lot of shit.
That it does
In
make
the
that
meth
makes
addict writers, did you just say?
What part? What part?
All of it. He just gave me the chills.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to. It's supposed to. I mean, these babies are a part of Angelica's imagination. It's what she thought these babies would have been.
yeah.
So now watching Rugrats, I got a completely different take on that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm watching Ghost cartoon babies now.
Damn.
Also, in Ed, and Eddie as well. Have you guys ever watched that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I used to watch that.
I've heard that conspiracy for Ed, Ed, and Eddie because it's similar to that one, right?
Yeah. So long story short, all of the kids that live in Ed, and Eddie on that cul-de-sac, they're all dead, but they're all from different eras. So you have kids from the 1950s,
The Great
60s, 70s, the
Depression.
Great Depression, and
Yeah.
they're all stuck in that cul-de-sac. Think about it. There are no adults in that show. And these kids are just running around, running rapid, and just doing
All
whatever
day.
they want to do. And
all
they're
night.
occasionally bothered by the demonic Kinker sisters ever so often. You know, the kids them girls that will beat them up and shit. Listen,
That's deep.
I never look at cartoons the same.
That's deep.
Yeah.
I'll never look at them the same.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Because I just don't think it's that deep.
I mean,
It's a cartoon.
it's interesting to entertain.
But
it is very it is
Yeah.
a very interesting thing.
and it comes from creative minds. You
Exactly.
never creative people are weird as fuck sometimes. Like weird
Yeah.
as fuck. Look at R. Kelly.
That's not weird.
Now
as
look
fuck.
away. Now look away. Look away.
Keep the dude in jail.
Yeah.
That's a hot mess.
Hey, but I'm a Will, man. That's why I like Family Guy. They don't give a hell about a subliminal. They gonna
No.
say it straight
They
up.
gonna say
Yeah,
it straight
for
up.
real.
They don't care who they come for.
And that's what I love. Stewie, if I could adopt Stewie and have him as your little brother, boy.
Oh man, that little
Well, I think
Boy.
that was the point of what Seth MacFarlane was trying to do when he created the show. It was to try to
Push the boundary.
to push the boundaries and to
Yeah.
get people to respond. You
Yeah.
know, more than likely with hate. But it just
But
to,
you know
to
what?
get us an
People are
uprise
talking
from
about it.
people. Yeah,
People are talking
he wanted
about
to
it.
start some shit. That was
Yeah.
the point. You know
they
what I
come,
mean?
they face it head on, like the FCC episode. Like they face it
yeah,
right to the
And
face.
that shit
like,
was hilarious. that
Absolutely. And I love it. I'm here for Family Guy. I can literally sit at home and watch it all day and just be in tears because the shit
Yeah.
is so funny.
I do.
Listen.
I even watched the older
I agree.
episodes. Still.
Yes, those are. I think those are funnier. Those are a little funnier than newer
It
episodes.
look a little
Right.
glitchier than the
little
new ones,
glitchier?
but
Yeah.
you're right, they funnier.
But you know what though, because I like all of his shows that he has created. Truthfully,
Yes.
because American Dad is so freaking
Oh, my
funny to
God.
me. Like that alien.
If you say Ted, I'm walking off this motherfucker.
Oh my god!
You
No,
mentioned
not-
them.
I could
We didn't
never.
mention them. See, that name didn't even come out of our mouths yet.
Because if y'all would have said it, I would have been embarrassed, so I had to come and say it first.
Craig got some competition.
Yeah, Craig got competition.
Fuck Ted. Can I get a shirt that say fuck Ted on the next show?
Yeah, I'll see if I can find something for
Craig, just make sure you on cue because your contract expires in a couple of months.
Yeah.
And, we may not renew it and bring somebody else in.
Damn.
you. It might be dead.
Damn. So his shirt gonna say fuck Craig. Huh?
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Hey, well we can
We'll see.
let's make the fuck Craig shirts now. The girls might take it a different way.
Would you guys want that shirt? Comment down below. Put some T-shirt emojis in the comments.
If you want to fuck Craig
If
T-shirt.
you want an F Craig T-shirt.
Oh my god.
Copping it.
Copping it.
Honestly, that'll get sold out.
Oh my god.
Absolutely, that'll get sold out. I mean, but what, Craig? Other than Family Guy, The Simpsons, what are your favorite cartoons? I mean, we have
American
a whole
Dad.
bunch of cartoons.
There's so many.
Even back into from the 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Love
show.
that show.
But I think I was a little bit too.
Too young?
No,
I was too young.
I was too high. I was in college. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Oh.
I didn't know what was going on.
So
But I
it was-
used to watch
It
it.
would watch me more than
Yeah.
I watched it.
So basically, that show was about it was a talk show. It was a cartoon talk show, and it was a not so superhero named Space Ghost, and it was set in outer space, and he would just interview people. Actually, fun fact: the guests that were on there, that was all live action.
Yeah, I know they didn't know. They didn't know what was going on. He would just interview.
Mhm.
They
It
didn't
just
know
be
what
random
questions
shit.
was gonna be
Is that
asked.
the show with
Yeah.
the talking fraud and all that?
No, that's
that show was hilarious.
Aqua
The
Teen
Aqua
Hunger
Teen
Force.
Hunger Force.
Oh, okay.
That was with the talking French fries and the meatball and the milkshake.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
their only one human friend.
Oh yeah, and he was like super perv.
I can't.
Yes.
I don't like watching shows where they were like 100 times higher than me when they created it. I gotta get on that level. To
I
watch that shit.
couldn't. Aqua Teen Hunger Force was funny, but like probably like 1 or 2 episodes for me. I couldn't really just like wholeheartedly get into it and watch it all the time.
Yeah.
It was just too much, and to me the way that it was drawn, it looks so gross a lot of the times.
I
like,
feel
when
that
they would
way.
do stuff. And I was like, well, I can't watch this.
I feel that way about Beavis and Butthead.
Oh yeah, that did used to look nasty too.
Yeah.
But that show was funny too.
I felt that way about the daughter on Bob's Burgers. Boy, I almost
Wait, which one?
It
Tina
made-
or
Tina?
Louise?
Tina. It made me want to slip my Adam's apple out. But now I love the show. I love it.
We were actually Bob and Tina for Halloween
No,
one
we
year.
were Bob and
Bob and Linda.
Bob and Linda.
Yep, I was Bob.
I was Linda.
He was Linda. It was a hot mess.
Yeah, it was funny. And he had the spatula and everything. It was so funny.
No one knew.
Bob's
People
Burgers
just
and shit.
yeah, no one knew what I was. They just thought that I was a chef because I was walking around with a spatula.
They
and
like,
a
nigga, you
big-ass
barbecuing
belly.
today?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they knew I was Linda.
And then
Everybody always knew I was. Everybody knew I was Linda.
boy,
I had the little wig and everything.
Y'all like the regular show?
I've never watched it.
What's the regular show?
With
Oh
the-
wait, with the
with-
2 friends, the bird and
Yeah.
the little like
Hey,
raccoon.
That show goes
That
there,
show is
man.
so funny.
I
That
never-
show
I
has
never really
never
watched
been
it.
a waste of
Hilarious.
my weed.
That because you know what though, Cartoon Network has some really funny shows.
Absolutely,
They have some really funny shows.
absolutely.
Because that regular
Robot Chicken.
Yeah, Robot
Yeah.
Chicken.
I love Robot Chicken.
What's the one with the banana and the cat?
Banana and a cat.
It's like a banana and it's a cat, and the cat has his brother's named Darwin, and he's a fish, a goldfish. With
It wasn't a
legs.
banana. They were all
The banana was his
rabbits.
friend. The banana was the
I was
friend.
about to say
The
Banana
Adventures
Cat.
of Gumball.
Yeah, the
Remind me of
Adventures
this
of
porno I seen the
Gumball.
other day.
Yeah.
What?
Banana and the cat.
Oh my god! What kind of porno are you watching?
You set that up for him.
What the hell kind of beastie? Oh well, I forget you are a beast.
It's not the same for me. It's not the same for me. It's really illegal for me to watch y'all. I should not be watching humans do it. But it turns me on.
Craig about to get locked up.
Crazy, crazy. Well, I mean, they have those people that are into like having sex with like fur and stuff.
That's fucking gross. That's
Yeah,
weird.
I mean, I know it's different. I wouldn't. I don't
Different?
get turned on by no.
That's
stuffed animal,
disgusting.
so
Why would you
I don't
ever?
understand that.
No.
I don't know, because a girl came through one time. She had the little furry tail thing in her, the butt plug.
Oh God.
Ew.
I loved it. I didn't know I loved it until that day, but I loved it.
Why the hell would you put a furry butt plug?
It was awesome. I don't know. I can't explain it. It brought the animal out of me.
Oh wait. So the plug is the butt plug is attached to the fur.
Yeah,
Okay.
it brought the animal out of me, and I put a
At
little
first, I
animal
thought he
in
was
her.
saying there was fur on the butt plug. I was like, wait a minute, ew, a furry butt plug?
No,
Either
that sounds
way,
gross.
the visuals that I'm getting from this story is something that I do not
I mean,
want
it's all
in
bad.
my brain.
It's all bad. It's all
Yeah,
bad.
don't go there. It'll turn you out forever. You'll never look at skunks the same again.
Boy, watch, they gonna call the fucking ASPCA.
Yeah.
Hey, just tell them come talk to the bear.
And then you never gonna talk again. That's gonna be the end of that.
I ain't gonna talk back. I ain't gonna be here or nothing. Just tell them that.
Boy, guys.
It's crazy.
Well, let us know what y'all think down below. What are your favorite cartoons?
Yeah.
Even if you have some more cartoon conspiracies, let us know about it. Let's talk
some
about
new
it.
stuff.
Let's get into some shit. Also, again, subscribe, because if you are part of the first 100, Craig gonna hook you up, give you a nice shout out.
He'll hook you up. And maybe we'll look into those fuck Craig shirts. We never know.
You never know. We never know.
Because
Craig, you got a big
it
fan
depends
base.
on the vibe, you know. If you guys are just like vibing the hell out and you like, yeah, first 100, oh my god, in the comments, you might get a fuck Craig shirt.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
You said big fan. I'm glad you said fan base because I thought you was about to tell them I got a big something else. I was about to say they not ready for all of that.
Craig, you have nothing else. Them shorts.
They not ready
just
for all of
because
that.
you got on pants don't mean there's nothing in the
Right.
pants.
Wait till I get this
You
shirt.
mother-
Wait till I get this shirt.
You already told us you got the strap on in the top closet. So
I need
The top drawer.
No.
What's that commercial that be coming on between the morning and noon every day? In the fix, need a new dick. Can y'all take me to them?
I've
Oh my
never
God.
even heard that
I've
commercial.
never heard of that.
Never heard that?
No.
What channel you watching?
For
Man,
real.
It's like one of them shows that play Little House on the Prairie and all that.
Oh my God.
And they commercials is twice as long as when the show comes back on.
I think it'd be a great idea for you to audition for one of those commercials.
In the fix, need a new dick.
That'd be great.
I can see you right now with a little suit on.
That would be great. Yeah.
Walking.
Little suit on, walking.
Little khaki pants. with little bows.
No, not khaki pants. Corduroy suit.
Hey,
That's what he has to wear.
she ain't gonna never see my bulge. Corduroys are strong.
All right, guys. So here is a random fact of the day. So, tomato ketchup used to be used as medicine for 16 years.
Oh, yeah. I've
This
heard
was
of that.
back in the 1800s, the early 1800s. So at that point, ketchup only had tomatoes in it starting at 1834. So before, ketchup was a mixture of fish, mushrooms, and tomatoes. And Dr. John Cook Benet added some tomatoes to the mix, and he claimed that the antioxidant gave a medical property. So it's something that they claimed it helped with indigestion, diarrhea, joint issues.
I bet it did, because if you
wow.
eat that shit, you're going to be throwing up and shitting everything in you.
Absolutely. Listen, I personally am not a big fan of ketchup. I'm just not.
It got to be fries, and that's it.
Yeah. But what they
like
were doing is
ketchup.
they was putting that shit in a capsule. And people were taking it in 18, believing that it was
gonna do
a
something.
medical thing.
You could have told people anything back then, though.
Yeah.
This will get you to heaven. These dumb
Yeah.
motherfuckers is committing suicide. and
That
shit.
it sounds like that's crazy. Ketchup? Are you
But
kidding me? But you know what? At one point though, they used to sell weed over the counter. As
Really?
a medicine.
Like legally?
Yeah, it was sold. I think this was like the 50s actually. It was a lot. Yeah.
So
And they
history
were
repeating
selling-
itself right
They
now.
were just
It
selling
is.
weed like over the counter, already rolled. You can get you a little blunt, whatever, and that was your medicine.
So then I wonder why the whole hocus pocus came about. Oh, this is illegal, gateway drug. What's illegal?
I just think it because it the effect that it had on people, and then maybe they wanted to.
I mean,
I don't know. I have
but
no
you got to think
idea.
about it. Look at all of the other
More
top of-
reasons to lock people up.
all of the other medicines though that are out.
It probably
like
got so normal, too.
pain pills. People OD on pain pills and shit.
Yeah.
That should be illegal. If you're
Right.
gonna
Well, I
sit
mean,
there,
you're just gonna get really sick. What do you mean, kind of pain
you'll
pills?
get high. People get high.
Oh, you're
for
talking
that
about
shit.
Right.
like Oxycontin and all that
Percocets,
stuff? Oh yeah, that's
Oxycontins,
that's a
all of
problem.
that shit.
That's a
Yeah,
problem.
people
Most
get high for that stuff. And
really
it's
abusing
sold. Like
those.
you get it from your doctor, but I can't go and get a joint because it's
Well,
a
you
gateway
can.
drug for me to start doing cocaine
No,
and
you
heroin.
can in
No,
some places.
now.
Yeah.
Right,
now.
right.
But there's still so many places in America where it's completely illegal.
Well, the problem is alcohol. You think about it, alcohol is extremely dangerous.
yes.
Like people get drunk as fuck, go home, beat the shit out their wife or crash or you know what I mean. Like the alcohol is a really big problem.
I've never heard of anyone doing that.
I'm taking a shot in my mind right now.
People get high and they
want to relax. They want to have munchies.
They support your restaurants
and they support your podcast. They support your podcast too.
Yeah, and Family Guy. Like, I mean, it's not the same. So I mean, but yeah, that's a crazy thing because prohibition lasted for how long, and then people was just like, we gotta drink. Yeah. So they got drunk again, and it was fine. Yeah. And now, I mean, some of the biggest companies and richest companies are freaking alcohol places. Like, look at Hennessy.
But
you know what I mean?
But we love alcohol, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
We do.
We do.
I do.
But
you clearly do. Your cup is empty.
Oh,
damn.
This was a little...
Drink much?
Listen, don't be putting that out there. There's going to be a hashtag Will's a drunk.
Yeah, lush.
I am not a drunk, guys. Okay? I'm a heavyweight at this. Okay?
Okay.
You a heavyweight drunk?
Well, no, Greg.
Yeah, basically, Greg. That's what I said. Okay.
Listen,
that sound like you got
I have a high tolerance. When I was in college, we drank a lot. I mean, we partied, we had fun. So we drank a lot. Me and my friends, shout out to Crystal, Liana, all y'all out there.
Hey, Crystal.
Crystal's off limits.
Oh, okay.
Listen, Crystal and I have a thing where we are the only ones that do this. Every New Year's that we spend together, we take 28 shots of Malibu Black.
28?
Every, 15 minutes or so? She don't want to hang with me.
I always end up passing out.
How are you alive right now?
I always end up passing out.
Got a good liver.
Yeah, no, hell no. That's the thing. That's a body part that you need to live.
I'm living.
You need your liver.
Very happy. I'm living to have another cocktail.
You will not live long. If
I'm
going to
live very long.
to drink like that.
Listen, let me say how I know I'm going to live long.
That shit's going to shut down.
Because every time I call somebody, they're like, damn, I was just thinking about you. You know what that means? You're going to live for a long time. So,
that's a saying.
God is telling me things.
Didn't nobody say,
I know I'm going to live for a long time.
I see no scientists say, oh, make sure that, you think about people and randomly call them so they can touch bases and then you live a long time.
Scientists didn't have to say it.
Proof.
That's the universe.
Oh, boy, please.
That is the universe.
I mean, hey, if it works, it works. But we don't know.
I mean,
we're going to know if you continue drinking like the way you're talking about you drink.
Watch. Y'all going to see 65-year-old me doing the same podcast still.
What's good is that you do not drink that much. You don't drink frequently.
He going to have one dread.
When he does, when you do drink, and you do turn up, whatever, then you drink. But I mean, it's not an everyday thing. You don't have to drink every single day.
Well, let us know in the comments. Well, how many glasses of wine do you drink a day? What's your favorite alcohol? Also, let us know if you would take that ketchup pill, even though it don't work.
I would not take that ketchup pill.
Would you have been a fool to believe that? Comment down below. Leave
pill.
ketchup bottles and tomatoes in the comments down below, and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, guys, to Wizzy's Take.
Just make sure you subscribe to Wizzy's Take. Again, first 100 followers, free shout out from Craig. And again, guys, if you want a podcast, if you want to get your shit out on a professional level, you want to gain a whole bunch of viewers, hit us up, Podcast Production Network. We can put you on the map.
Yeah, especially if you're local here in Las Vegas.
Exactly, especially
you're
local
in
Las
Vegas and you're trying to do some type of podcast. Not even Las Vegas. If you're in Reno, whatever, you want to travel over here.
LA, wherever you at.
We are PPN.
Yes.
Not like R. Kelly, but
yeah.
Yes.
Podcast Production Network.
Yeah,
this is what
buddy.
we do here.
Absolutely.
We do production for podcasts.
Absolutely.
PP nickel. PP nickel.
And other than subscribing, make sure you guys follow Podcast Production Network on Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you guys follow our Instagram at Wizzy Baltazar
Wizzy's Take.
and at Wizzy's Take. Wizzy Baltazar and Wizzy's Take.
Yeah, Wizzy Baltazar is our personal stuff. But it's still the shit.
All right, guys. Let us know what you think down below. Thank you guys so much for rocking with us today.
Yeah,
and
thanks, guys.
We'll see y'all soon.
Before we go, though.
Yo.
Thank y'all for getting me something over my bald region.
You're welcome. You know what?
You're welcome.
I thought about you today.
He did.
Thank you.
He did. He did think about you. He said, you know what? I know it's going to get a little bit cool out there in the studio. Let's go ahead and get some pants for this guy.
All my cries for
you know,
help were finally answered. Was this from the 85 cent a week?
No, that was from
that was not from the 85 cent a week.
Yeah, that's not from that. That's from my draw.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get excited because you may not have on pants next week. So
it was just the thought of today.
They got to send. You got to send that 85 cents a day.
Yeah, that 85 cents will get this man some pants. Get this bear some pants.
Yes.
Need more pants.
Absolutely. All right, guys. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Wizzy, stay.